Yes, welcome to I Am Sure Sports. This is Man in His Man, and we're back again with another big one. Listen, this is what we call our big banger videos. We do a couple of them, and they premiere on Irie Times TV. Yeah, Irie Times TV is located out there in Florida. People, you have to check them out. Great Jamaican content. You understand me? Judith and Michael Brown. They are the people who produce Just Another Friday. Yeah. And I am sure sports is over there doing a work. You understand me? Collabing with them, kind of extending the brand. I am sure sports. And I want to thank all our subscribers. Listen, we thank you so much because you're the reason why we're inspired to put out good content day after day after day after day. We have many great interviews on our YouTube platform. I mean, you name the names: Paul Teagat Davis, Hector Wright, Alfredo Monteso, Dean Sewell, Linval Pala Wilson, Zanita Alvaranga. Listen, Dr. Joan Smith, Dr. Paul Wright. Listen, we have all kind of interviews. You need to go and check out those videos. Great content for your sporting pleasure. But today we're going to talk about cricket. Lovely cricket. Yes, people. Now, you'd have been hearing about this Courtney Ambrose, Chris Gayle, then Sir Viv Richards, Sir Courtney Ambrose. Listen, Chris Gayle has hit out against Courtney Ambrose, and many people really have in this particular one they have gone against Chris Gayle, and I think rightly so. All right. So what really happened? Ambrose was asked some questions, and he wasn't really talking about Chris Gayle's quality and all of that. He was more concerned, I think, about if he doesn't open, then where is he going to bat in the batting lineup? And I think the point that Ambrose was making when you listen to the whole context of the conversation is that it would suit the West Indies to have Chris Gayle open if they want to get the most out of him. Somehow that was taken out of context because I don't think Chris Gayle actually heard what was said. I think somebody said to him, you know that Ambrose just diss you? And the person said, why him said? And the person kind of relayed the information. This is my interpretation. Relay the information to Chris Gayle. And so he came out firing. Pam. The man licked some shot by Ambrose and said that anytime him see Ambrose, him will go diss him. No, that has not gone well with many people because Ambrose was working as a broadcaster like I am, right? So watch this now, people. Listen to me. Our sportsmen need to understand that when you are out there in the public spotlight and you're a star, people are going to criticize you. Some good, some bad. Past, present, and people are not born yet. I go say you're not good. Some are going to say you're good. Some are going to say you're in between. Some are say if you retire. Some are say if you stay. People will do that. If you don't want to be criticized, then stay away from public platforms. That's number one rule. When you become a star, you're going to be criticized. It don't matter how good you are. People criticize Messi. People criticize Pele. They criticize Maradona. They criticize Muhammad Ali. Usain Bolt. Name the big stars, past and present athletes have criticized them. Some fairly, some unfairly. It comes with the territory. Do not pay it any mind. Do not. And don't try to take it personal because a lot of times people who criticize you, they aren't taking it personal. Number one. Now, this whole team idea that the West Indies have, I think it's a waste of time to me. This whole thing about we want good vibes, we want good vibes, we want good vibes. Ain't good vibes ain't getting you nowhere. You better play good cricket. You think good vibes can win World Cup? You need to play good cricket. If you play good cricket, you will get good vibes. That's it. If you play good cricket, you'll get good vibes. You're balling out for good vibes when you don't play good. That don't work. Bad playing brings bad vibes. Good playing bring good vibes. Good vibes don't just out of the atmosphere like that. No. It comes with good playing. It comes with win. It comes with success. Not when you're losing and playing crazy, what many people call waste of time cricket. When last have we done well in tests? When last have we done well in one day? When last have we done well in T20? Don't come tell people about no good vibes. You don't want good vibes and be a good vibes. And like, listen, the negative energy created in the cricket was created by you, the players. Because you have not been performing. That you were talking about money, you're making a lot of money now. You, if you want the people to support you, play good, win, and the people will support you. That's how West Indians are. They are West Indians who have been with you through thick and thin. You can talk about good vibes. Play some good cricket. Now, I think this whole thing with Courtney Ambrose and now Viv Richards, I think it's going to affect Chris Gayle cricketing legacy in the West Indies. I think a lot of people are going to lose respect for him. I could see Chris Gayle and some of these players who have come out in defense of him being blacklisted by Cricket West Indies. I could see this happening. I could see Phil Simmons suffering the effect. In other words, I think many of the past players will refuse to be engaged with anything West Indies cricket as long as Phil Simmons is a part of it. Because many of them are going to believe that as the coach and the leader, he has not come out in defense of anything. He is also declaring this whole good vibe thing in the midst of what is happening. I think, again, Chris Gayle is who he is. He's going to be cherished by Jamaicans and by people who love T20 cricket, like me. I think he is one of the best T20 batsmen of all times. And if he had persisted and focused more and stayed healthy in the latter days of his career, he would have been one of the best West Indies openers of all times. He's right up there, right? Undoubtedly, one of the top West Indies batsmen. However, I think when you have this kind of an issue with past players, it creates a tension that lingers after you have retired. And I don't think the kind of recognition that he would get from Cricket West Indies, he would still get. Like Courtney Ambrose is a household name. And the truth is, though Chris Gayle has accomplished a lot of things in T20 cricket, when you look at Viv Richards, what these guys have accomplished and what they did, Chris Gayle, honestly, and this present team, they have not reached that level. What Courtney Ambrose, Viv Richards, and the Courtney Walsh have accomplished, and Michael Holding, and these guys, what they did for cricket and for the West Indian people, this present crop of players, they have not been able to replicate that. Therefore, I would suggest to Chris Gayle, I know he's not going to do this, but he needs to have a PR person who comes out and say, listen, I really did not hear the full context of what Courtney Ambrose said. And I was so upset that I went overboard. And I am sorry. And then you say, Courtney, if you felt that way, because we have dialogue, or we have had dialogue before, I would have preferred if you pick up the phone and call me instead of saying it publicly, because I respect you that way. I think Chris Gayle needs to make a move like this to restore his reputation in the Caribbean. Again, let me say to you, Courtney Ambrose is a household name across the Caribbean. He's very close friends with people like Michael Holding and Courtney Walsh, Jimmy Adams. Their relationship is closer than, though they are Jamaicans, than they are to Chris Gayle. Because he's always one of those tall, giant of a man, but quiet of a personality. And again, when you see Viv Richards come out and begin to speak, you know that does turn over the whole apple cart. In other words, when Viv Richards speaks about anything cricket, everybody listens. That's the legacy of this man. And if you have people like Clive Lloyd and all of these greats coming up in defense of Ambrose, I think it's going to further deteriorate and destroy the after cricket legacy of Chris Gayle. And what I'll say, because a lot of these older players have been disrespected, I think, by this present crop of players. I remember even Jason Holder shared some sentiments that never came off so well. And part of the issue is that a lot of these guys, they are hurt. The older guys, it happens in football in Jamaica. A lot of the older guys are saying, look at all that you guys have now in comparison to what we had back then. Look at all the money you guys are earning now. And look at how poor the team is. They are basically saying, you guys have way more than us. You have better health care, better salaries, better coaches, better facilities. All of these things, more travel, more experience. But still yet you're not producing at the level that we did. And it pains their heart. Can you younger players stop to see that? That is hard for them to accept, that you've been given all that you have, are doing so poorly when on minimal resources, the guys of the past accomplished so much. Can you stop for a while and check and listen to them when they speak? And by the way, hit the like button. So I think there needs to be a bridging of the gap. And I think this is why some of the older players have stayed out of helping the present crop of players. I find that younger people now believe that they don't need the experience of older people because things or times have changed. But let me tell you something. There are some principles in life that are transferable. It don't matter what generation that you're in, they move from generation to generation. And the best person to teach you them are persons who actually apply them successfully in their generation. And you take the positives from that. You listen to them. And we can't really build on the future unless we learn from the past. No, we are not taking everything from the past to bring into the future. We are taking the transferable principles from the past to the present. That's what the cricket need. That's what the football need. Need that. We need the legends of the game still being involved. Imagine, Chris Gayle, if this were a youngster you were talking to in Jamaica and they responded the way you responded. How would you take it? Imagine if you said that to one of the young batsmen coming up, Mackenzie, Mansing, one of these youngsters coming up in Jamaica. You know, put yourself, you're Courtney Ambrose and Mackenzie, the young Jamaican batsman, he did exactly what you did. How would you have taken it? How would you have dealt with it? Sometimes we need to put ourselves in the other person's position to understand. And so who will be the man in this ongoing conflict? Will it be Courtney Ambrose or will it be Chris Gayle? Because the real man will make the first step. The boy is going to wait and the other man. Let me say it again. The real man is going to take the first step to make things right. The boy is going to wait on the next man. One more time. The real man is going to make the first step. And the boy is going to wait until the other man moves. I am sure. Are you sure? Because I am sure. Thank you for joining. Remember, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, and subscribe to I Am Sure Sports. Check us out on Irish Times TV. Have a blessed day and stay safe.